Hey there, life editors! Welcome to another one of our weekly live stream calls. Thank you so much for being here today. I am so happy that you're joining me because we have a really important topic today that I don't think enough business owners are focused on. So if you're a business owner or if you're thinking about starting a business, then today's call is for you because we're talking about money. Specifically, we're talking about why your business needs a budget. And I know that can be really scary, like, oh no, I don't want to look at money. I don't want to think about money. But it's really imperative that as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, you take a look at your money and see where it's going and see what sales are coming in so that you can scale and grow your business in the future and then be able to help more people. So I'm really interested to hear if you're here live during this call, or even if you're watching the replay, go ahead and leave a comment and let me know if you're a business owner or you're thinking of starting a business. Do you have a budget set up for your business? Do you have any idea how you're going to manage your money when you are growing your business? All right, so we're going to dive into that topic in just a second. But for those of you who are new, let me introduce myself. I'm Sage Grayson. I'm a former book editor turned life coach, and I help ambitious women edit their habits, routines, and mindsets to balance their happiness at work and home. I'm a life editor, and so are you. So I am thrilled if you are joining us. And even if you're brand new to life editing, you will get the hang of it. We're going to keep doing these weekly live stream calls where I like to share inspiration and tips from my coaching framework, which is a life editing process. And we have lots of life and productivity tips, but we also dive into business tips and tips for you to serve the world in a bigger way, and all of the things that are included, including products, services, marketing, and of course, money, which is what we're talking about today. So let's talk about why your business needs a budget, because it does. I know you want to work on all the fun things of your business, like, oh, I want to do my branding and the colors and the website. I want to have a fun logo, and I want to record videos, and I want to do all that. Yes, there's lots of fun stuff involved with creating a business, but you need a budget too. You need to be aware of where your money is going when you have your own business. So what's a budget? All right, I got the very technical answer here for you. So a budget is an estimate of the income and expenditure for a set period of time. So that's the income, the stuff that's coming in, and an expenditure, or the expenses, what's going out in your business over a set period of time. So you might have a business budget for your entire year, or you might have a budget for each month. Or like many of my clients, we set up 12-week plans. And every 12 weeks, you need to reevaluate and adjust your budget again. And especially for those of you who are still in the startup phase, hey, any of you who are in the first year or two of your business, that's considered startup. And I have a whole program for you called Startup in 60, which I'll leave a link below this video if you're interested in joining. Anyway, if you're still in the startup phase, you're going to be reevaluating your budget at least every month, because things change so rapidly as you're growing in the startup phase, because you're putting your sales funnel in place, you're getting your prices right, you're attracting new people, and things just change very rapidly. I remember the first year or two of my business, I was raising my prices every 3 months. My budget was changing so rapidly. So I will put that out there that if you are in startup, you're going to have to reevaluate your budget much sooner and more often than maybe somebody who's been doing it for like 10 years like me. All right, so that's a budget. What does it mean, the money that's coming into your business? What money is coming into your business? From a magic fairy, a fairy godmother giving you money? No. This is called income for your business. And this could be sales from your products and services. This could be invoices, depending on what type of business you have, where you send an invoice out and then they pay you. Subscriptions, if you have any kind of like membership site or some kind of subscription program where your clients pay you every single month, a set amount over and over again. So my Life Editor Clubhouse membership site is a subscription site. Affiliate earnings. I have an affiliate program. And affiliates are people who enjoy a program from another business owner. And then when they get a special link, and when they talk about that program or share information about that program, they use their special link. So they get paid when somebody signs up for that link. So if somebody is in my affiliate program and they're talking about Startup in 60, like we just mentioned, they will get 50% commission off that sale. So they get 50% of the money coming in from that sale. So your affiliates might be bringing more sales to you. And it's really any way that your business is earning money. That could also be from sponsorships or any kind of sponsored blog posts that you might do that you get paid for. Any way that your business is bringing in money. All right, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let me know, what are the biggest income streams that you have for your business? So where is that income coming from? So for me as a coach, I know many of you are coaches, my biggest income stream is obviously my one-on-one coaching packages, where it's just me and one other person working together for either 12 weeks or doing like a really fun VIP day, which is 3 hours long. So my one-on-one coaching packages, I can charge the most for because it's just me and one other person. So those clients have the biggest amount of income in relation to my business. Underneath that, I've got my mastermind group, which is Life Editor Academy, which is a group coaching program. So there's like individual coaching and then group coaching. And group coaching, I charge a little bit less, but it's still a big chunk of my income. Underneath that, I've got my membership site, like I mentioned, my Life Editor Clubhouse, where I have new content every week in there and new training classes for your life and business. So it's a membership site where people join, they stay, and they pay every month to stay a part of the Clubhouse. And then underneath that, I've got more products and services like my Startup in 60 or my Edit My Life Planner. And then underneath that, I've got my affiliates. And then underneath that, I've got my sponsorships. So I have like quite a range of income for my business. And I would love to hear, like, what type of business do you have? And how does your income look like? What does it look like? How is it spread out? And I really recommend, whether you're in startup or whether you've been running your business for a decade, that you have multiple streams of income and you really fill out that sales funnel. Okay, so that's all the money that's coming in for your business. Like, yay! That's what we like to hear. We like to hear that you're getting money in your business. But what's expenses? What is the money that's going out of your business? Because for many of us, we might forget that you can't just, like, it's very easy to start an online business where you can just have it up online. You don't need to pay for a storefront. You don't need to pay for air conditioning and rent and all of that, like maybe we had to do years ago. So having an online business is very cost effective, but there are still expenses for your online business. So here are some examples of things that you might need to be paying for as you are setting up your business. So software. Or any kind of program. So that could be like your blog or website hosting platform. That could be anything that helps you collect email addresses, like your email provider, whether that's like MailChimp or Mad Mimi or something like that. You might have employees or a virtual assistant or a videographer or a graphic designer or some other people that you need to pay. So like employees or contractors. You'll need to buy some kind of supplies, whether that's like your laptop or any kind of other office supplies to help you do your work, whatever your business is. If you do any kind of social media, you might need to invest in a good camera or good editing software or pay somebody to do that for you. I know sometimes that's a lot easier to be like, you know, I'm a genius in my little area, but I don't know all of these other things. So I'm just going to hire out people to do the other stuff. That is totally valid. And then for me, or for some of you who have been in your business for a while, you might have something known as a CRM, or a customer relationship management system. And I use Kajabi. I'll leave the link below if you would like to check out Kajabi and try it for a full month for free. It is an all-in-one platform. And basically what that means is, instead of having all these different little bits of software, like having a payment processor here and having like a website here and having an email system here and having like all these little bits of membership plug-in here that may or may not talk well and work well with each other, you have one CRM where everything is under the same roof, basically. So with Kajabi, I'm able to host my digital programs. I'm able to host my membership site and all of the different sections and avenues in my membership site. It's my payment processor too, so I don't have to have another payment processor. I can take payments right through Kajabi. It's also my email program. So for two different things I can do email drip campaigns. So after somebody buys a product or signs up for my list, they get a series of emails. But also it helps me send my weekly e-zine or my weekly newsletter to my subscribers too. And there's a whole bunch of other things. I can schedule my coaching calls through Kajabi. I have my affiliate program through Kajabi. So I know some people who are just starting out, and when money is really, really tight, you might need to buy or use 10 different little systems to arrange everything. But if you do want to scale and grow your business, you're going to have a place in your budget for a CRM, for something that can hold all of those things together. One big customer relationship management program or system where everything is under one roof, everything talks to each other and works well with each other. And it just makes everything 10 times easier. And I've been working with Kajabi for a while, but I've also used some other CRMs too. And I can't even begin to explain how much easier it is to have everything all in the one same program rather than having to use a million different little ones. All right, so leave a comment and let me know, what are some of the expenses for your business? Like, what are you paying for right now? Is it just hosting for your website? Or do you not even have a website yet and you're just doing all social media, which we will talk about in another call, why you should not put all your eggs in one basket regarding social media. Maybe you hired somebody to do your logo, or maybe you are doing a free trial right now of a CRM to see if you like it. I'm going to update the description and give you guys the link to Kajabi, where you can try out Kajabi for a full month, absolutely free. And what it really does, if you do want to use a CRM system where everything's under one roof, go try it out, whether it's Kajabi or another one. Try it out, try all the bells and whistles. And I think you'll find once you have all of those systems in place that make your business that much easier to run, you kind of elevate yourself. You kind of step into this place of leadership where you're like, oh my gosh, I've got all these tools in front of me. Now I can do the things that I've been dragging my feet on, like putting out a digital product or having some kind of membership site or emailing my list regularly or having some kind of freebie campaign. Like, you can do all of that. And I've seen people who are starting like right at zero. And if they have the money to invest into a big CRM, it really gets their business going faster than if they're playing small and doing all these little free things that don't exactly do what they want them to do. Okay, so that's expenses. We talked about income, this is all your sales, and we talked about expenses, which are all the things that you need to pay for to keep your business running. So why do you need a budget? Maybe you're not even thinking about a budget if you're not earning a lot of money, or if your business is still in the idea phase. If you are still thinking about starting a business, but you actually haven't taken the plunge yet, then I highly, highly suggest you check out my Startup in 60 program, because it will take you from idea to fully functioning business in just 60 days. And fully functioning means you're earning money, because if you're not earning money, it's not a business. It's just an expensive hobby. So you need a budget for a few reasons, but I've got one really, really important reason why you need a budget is because you can't wing it when other people are involved. So at home, you might have a personal budget that doesn't really affect anyone else but you, like your clothing budget or your grocery budget or your rent budget. Who cares? That's just for you. Nobody else is involved. But when it comes to running a business, there are a lot of other people involved. And you can't just wing it. You can't just half-ass it and be like, I'll figure this out as I go along. No, you have to have a budget. You have to have some kind of plan when other people are involved. So who's involved in your business? Well, obviously, your clients and customers. If you say you're going to deliver a product to them, but you don't have a good system in place for that to happen, they're going to lose trust in you. Or if your payment processor is wonky because you went with a cheap one and they don't get charged, or you can't do refunds and they get mad at you, then that's going to really affect how your customers view you and whether or not they stay with your business. Your followers. So if you need some kind of way to interact with your followers. So that's your subscribers on your email list. Can you continually send emails to them? Do you have some kind of system so you can continue to market to them? And then like your social media platforms, do you have some kind of system or scheduler where you can schedule your social media accounts so that you're staying in touch with your followers and you're not neglecting them? I know some people who, it's really hard to get to them to the place where you need to start scheduling your social media content. You can't do it live all the time or do it when you feel like it. And putting in the money to have some kind of scheduler. I use Buffer. It really frees up a ton of your time, and it makes sure that your followers aren't being neglected. It's not like you're posting one week and then you disappear for a full week because you couldn't get around to it. So being a business owner means kind of getting your ducks in a row and having things scheduled out in advance so that you can be a better service to the people who are relying on you. Who else is involved in your business? Your employees. So yeah, if you have to pay your employees or if you have to pay your contractors, yeah, you need to have some kind of budget to cover those expenses, to cover their salary, to cover whatever you need to pay for whatever it is that they're doing for you. And then here's a big one. Who else is involved? Maybe the IRS. Yeah, if you run a business, you've got to pay your taxes. And you do not want the IRS coming after you because you didn't pay taxes or having a huge tax bill that you weren't prepared for. So maybe if you were in a corporate job or another job, they were taking out money for your taxes all along. But when you're running your own business, you got to do that. You got to plan for your taxes. So that might even mean getting an accountant or a bookkeeper or a CPA involved too, so you can manage all of your money. So yeah, there's a lot of other people involved in your business besides just you. So your customers, your clients, your followers, your employees, your contractors, the IRS, everyone. There's a lot of people involved. So you can't just wing it with your budget. You need to know where your money is going and how you're allocating it so that you can continue to grow. And here's the thing, keeping track of your income and your expenses will help you scale your business. I know some of my clients, one of the first things we do is start them tracking their income and expenses. So tracking how many sales did you get this week? What are you spending on your Facebook ads? And where's your money going for your hosting or for your CRM or whatever it is, or how many free trials are you doing right now? Or what are your affiliates bringing in? And once you start tracking all of that, it gives you the ability to scale. So if you know, okay, I'm bringing in this amount of money, but I want to pay for this other thing that's going to make my life easier, like a CRM or something, you need to know that you need to focus more on your marketing, or maybe even raise your prices or do a warm letter campaign. All of this we talk about in Startup in 60. And you know exactly what you need to do to get the results that you want. Or maybe you find out, oh, there's this program that I'm paying whatever, $20 a month for, but I'm not using it. So you can look at that and see where your money's going and say, oh, I can delete this. I can get rid of this and save some money or allocate it to something else. So it's really, really important for you to keep track of your expenses and have some kind of budget. All right. Let me know in the comments. Even if you're watching the replay, go ahead and leave a comment. I want to hear, how do you feel about creating a budget? Are you excited about it? Does it make you feel like, okay, now I actually get to do something with the money that's coming in for my business? Or you feel a little nervous about it, like, I don't have enough money coming in, so what am I supposed to do? Or I feel like I have to play small because I don't have the money for some of these bigger things. Are you scared to start looking at the money that needs to go for your taxes? Are you worried about how you're going to pay your employees or your contractors, or even paying yourself too? I would love to hear any kind of emotion, any kind of feelings that are coming up for you when you think about your business budget. Okay. So let's say you need to have a business budget, and you can set this up so many different ways. You can use an Excel document. You can use Google Sheets. There are so many different apps out there, like Mint or QuickBooks, or leave a comment if you have like a favorite way of tracking your business budget. I just use Google Sheets because that's easy for me. You might even have like a CPA or someone doing some of the heavy number crunching for you, which I also have that. So if you do need someone who's a bit more mathematically inclined, go ahead and hire somebody to help you with your budget. But once you know that you need to have a budget, how do you figure out what to spend your money on and what not to? How do we figure out what we spend our money on in our business and what we don't? Well, I like to call this starting at version 1.0. If you're in startup, which most of my clients are, if you're in startup the first couple of years of your business, you're going to be at version 1.0. So what does this mean? Well, many times we see other companies who come out with some kind of new gadget, whether it's a new iPhone or something like that. And when they first come out with whatever this new product is, it's version 1, it's version 1.0. And it doesn't have all of the bells and whistles and extras that maybe version 10 will have in a few years. And why do they do that? Because it gives them a place to grow from. They're not trying to cram this new gadget with 100 things. And also, they won't even know what things they need to change until they get feedback, until they get it out into the world. So when you're starting your business, I want you to start at version 1.0, and then eventually we'll move to version 2.0 and 3.0, and we'll expand that way. But start at version 1. Keep it nice and clean and streamlined. You do not need all of the bells and whistles. The only way I would say to get the bells and whistles is if you can do free trials for things, for free trials for a CRM like Kajabi, or free trials for like a scheduler, or free trials for hosting, or whatever it might be. That's the only way you can step up into a version higher than version 1.0. But you don't need all the bells and whistles right at the beginning. You don't need the fanciest website. You don't need the flashiest emails. You don't need to hire a videographer to do all of your videos when you're just starting out. So I want you to start feeling grateful for where you are right now. And we like to call this blooming where you're planted. I want you to bloom where you're planted and use the resources that you have right now. Still, even 10 years into this, the bulk of my videos are recorded on my iPhone and they're recorded on my camera that's in my laptop. I don't have fancy camera equipment, and I'm still earning a lot of money, even with my kind of like junky or cheap videos that I put out there. So don't feel like you have to have all this expensive equipment and all of these contractors and people making you look good when you're just starting out. Start at version 1.0. And then you're going to eventually work your way to version 2.0. So what I want you to do, here's some homework for you. I want you to create kind of a brain dump of all the things you could want in your business. And then I want you to put them in order of what it would take, the money that it would take, the time that it would take, the effort that it would take to get to that next level. So maybe version 1 is just focusing on your website and hosting. And then maybe version 2 is you're doing like a free email program. And then maybe version 3, you're paying for your email program. And then maybe version 4, you move to a CRM that has everything together all in one place, and you get rid of all those extra little programs. But work out whatever that might mean for you. And it's going to be different depending on what your business is. So like if you're a graphic designer, maybe you're doing your graphic designs in kind of like a free or low-cost design program. And then eventually you're going to be able to afford a better design program, and you're going to have a better gallery on your website. Or if you're a jewelry maker, maybe you're starting with really, really simple designs and really inexpensive materials. And then as you get more sales and grow your business, then you start having more expensive designs and materials. And maybe you're able to do custom work then. So for me, I started very, very bare bones using free email systems. And then I was able to build up to using a CRM. Okay, so that's how you choose what to spend your money on. Start at version 1 and don't put all the bells and whistles in it. And then slowly, as you earn more money, as you get more following, as you get more comfortable and confident in your skills, then you can move on to bigger and better systems. Okay, leave a comment and let me know. What version of your business do you feel like you're at right now? Are you still in version 1? Are you still like the very first version of your business? Or do you think you've been doing this for a few months or a year or more, and you know what you're doing now, and here's how you've grown? I would love to hear how you've grown, and maybe like, what did you start off using? And then what did you use once you were able to handle better systems and to be able to afford more? I will say this, that like some people, delay or drag their feet about setting up their email provider so that they can send emails to their subscribers and send drip campaigns and really stay in touch with their followers through email marketing. Email marketing is so important. But if you're dragging your feet doing this, I want you to know many email systems have free levels that you can start out with. And it might be free up to, I don't know, 100 subscribers, 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, whatever it is. But by the time you get to that higher number and they start charging you whatever it might be, $25 a month or something, your business will be able to afford that. Because if you continually have new content and email your list at least once a week, if you've got 500 people on your list or 100 people on your list or whatever it is, you're going to be able to afford that small fee just for having your email list. Does this make sense? I know sometimes you have to get okay with spending money, but as you're growing, as you getting more followers, as people are learning more about your business and you're becoming a better leader, you're going to be able to afford those things. Like your business will grow and flow with that additional cost. Okay. I've got two really good examples for you about how you can adjust your budget over time for your business. We're going to talk about two things. One, your subscriber list, because it's super important. And two is your payment processor. Again, really important, because if you mess up the payment system for your clients, they're going to be mad. You don't mess with people's money. Remember, we talked about that there's other people involved besides you. So you got to get it right with your payment processor. Okay, so let's talk about subscriber list and how you can go from version 1 to version 2, version 3, and so on with your subscriber list. Okay, so if you are just starting your business and you need to be able to capture email addresses so that you can email your subscribers and do all your email marketing and have that freebie on your website, version 1 obviously is starting at the free level. So find an email system, whether that's MailChimp or Mad Mimi. I highly recommend Mad Mimi. I used it for many years because it is so user intuitive. It is super, super easy to use. And you just sign up for their free level and they'll take you to whatever their free level happens to be, 100 subscribers, 500 subscribers, whatever. So version 1 is starting with the free level of whatever email system that you have. Version 2 is going to the next level with more options. So the next level of an email subscriber system probably is going to charge you based on how many subscribers you have, but it's going to open up other things. Like you might have been able to only send your weekly email broadcast at a free level. But now that you have moved on to a paid level, you might be able to have a drip campaign. So when people sign up for your list, you can send out a series of emails that introduce them to your business and maybe upsells them to one of your lower cost products. So you can kind of nurture them a little bit longer. It's a really nice way to kind of welcome your new subscribers to your email list. Then the version 3 for your email list, like we talked about before, is to get an all-in-one platform. I cannot stress how much easier it is having an all-in-one platform. And I'll leave a link below where you can try out Kajabi, which is a CRM that I use, and you can use it free for an entire month to check it out to see if you like it before you sign up. So an all-in-one CRM is going to have your email list. So it's going to have all of your contacts. You're going to be able to tag them or add them to different lists. So you might have people who bought this product get this tab, or people who signed up for this email freebie or whatever, they get this tag. So for me, I tag people who are in my academy, who are in my clubhouse, who signed up for my editor's toolkit. And then you can also do automations. So when people click specific links in your emails, you can see, oh, these people get a new tag because they all click to the sales page. I mean, how nice is that when you're doing a launch and you're sending emails out to people? And then in the back end, in your CRM, you can see who clicked the link to go to your sales page. And then at the end of your launch, you can email those specific people and give them a really personalized special message like, hey, I saw that you visited our sales page. Why haven't you bought? Or is there anything that I can do to answer any of your questions to make it easier for you to say yes to this thing? It's just another added way that you can provide better customer service and really let your clients and your subscribers know that you see them and you understand their needs and what they're looking for. All right, so that's a subscriber list going through the different levels of your budget, different levels that you can do. So start with a free email program, then move on to the next one where you get extra bonuses, though you are paying for it, but your list should be big enough to afford that. And then finally move on to a CRM. And I recommend Kajabi. Okay, another example is your payment processor. So you might start at version 1 with PayPal. Because it's free, because people trust PayPal, because it's really easy to sign up. It's really easy to integrate the links or the buttons into your website. So you might just start with PayPal. Version 2 might be a paid plugin or a hosted site like Shopify, Etsy, Zazzle. And this is really popular for people who have like physical products or they have some kind of like graphic design element to their business. You might have some kind of shop with like all of your art or all of your jewelry or whatever. So you might have like a Shopify plugin or a WooCommerce plugin or something on your site. So that's how you're processing payments. And then again, version 3 is an all-in-one CRM, which does your payment processing too. And what I really love about having an all-in-one CRM is that everything's in one place. I just log into Kajabi and there's everything. I can see my emails, I can see my marketing, I can see my product, I can see my membership site, I can see the sales coming in, I can see my affiliates all in one place, which is really great. For your payment processor too, once you do get to a CRM, that's when you can like start tagging everyone to know like who bought what. That's when you can see who's an affiliate and paying out their commissions in a timely manner and see like how much people are earning for their commissions. It's also like a great way just for you to elevate yourself and feel a little bit more professional. It's really nice when people can get like a receipt from you and your company as opposed to getting like a receipt from PayPal or a receipt from Shopify. Does that make sense? It's just another way to elevate your business and grow to that next level and feel more professional, and your clients will start trusting you a little bit more. Okay, does that make sense? Leave a comment and let me know if there's any other point of your business where you want to kind of see what the progression is through the various versions. Like what's version 1 for whatever, for your content creation, what's version 2 for your content creation, or how you can build out your sales funnel. If you do want more information about setting up your budget, choosing prices, filling out what products and services you should have at what level, go ahead and check out Startup in 60, because we have lots of advice in there about how to do things right from the beginning, right at that startup phase. Like get your ducks in a row right as you're beginning. Okay, before we wrap up this call, I have 3 best practices that I want to share with you for your business. This is your homework. So best practices for your business budget. Number 1, always start at version 1.0. I know it's really tempting to like jump ahead and be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to hire a videographer, or I'm going to hire this logo maker, or I'm going to like, whatever, pay for a virtual assistant like right away, or I'm going to pay $5,000 for someone to do my website. That can be like really exciting at the beginning, but I don't want you wasting your money. Start at version 1, do the free or inexpensive way, and then give yourself time to grow and learn from your mistakes and get feedback from your subscribers and followers before you start paying for bigger and better things. That's number 1. It's always start at version 1.0. Number 2 is to review your budget weekly. So even if you don't change your budget or raise your prices every week, which you probably will not because that'll confuse your customers, but at least review where your money is going, the income that's coming in and the expenses that are going out at least every week. So for my clients, I like to recommend that they choose some kind of money day every week. So at the same time, the same day every week, they know they're going to have a money conversation with themselves. So this could be a Money Monday, or a Wealth Wednesday, or a Financial Friday, or whatever you want to call it. But pick a day for yourself, a theme day for yourself, and say, okay, it's Friday. I'm going to go over my finances. I'm going to check the sales that came in from this week. I'm going to check what I was paying for this week for my business and how I can adjust so that I can continue to grow. You can also see like, oh, I need to save X amount before I buy the next thing, whatever that might be, before I can afford a virtual assistant, before I can afford a CRM, whatever it might be. So, but checking in every week, you stay on top of your progress so that things don't end up getting messed up later. Like you stay on top of paying your taxes, or you stay on top of like how many refunds are you doing, or you stay on top of if there's anything coming up that you need to be prepared for. Okay, so that's 2, is review your budget weekly. And the third best practice for your business budget is whenever you're about to buy something for your business. You're going to buy something for your business, whether it's an employee or a system or a tool or a gadget or whatever. You're going to buy something for your business. Ask yourself, will this thing save me time? Will this thing save me time? And the reason you do that is because your time is worth money too. Yeah, like you spending time working on your business is worth money. So if you are spending so much time, like the example of not having a scheduler for your social media. So you're doing everything live. You're going over to Instagram and doing this. You're going over to TikTok and doing this. You're going over to Facebook and doing this. And you're spending all of your time running around because you don't have a scheduler. Think about that. If you get a scheduler, even if you have to pay money for it, could it save you time? So then you have hours of time back that you can work on other things like creating digital courses or emailing your list regularly or learning how to be a better blank, a better coach, a better graphic designer, whatever it is, whatever your field is. So ask yourself, will this save me time? And I gotta say, like, again, I know I keep beating this, but having a CRM where everything is all under one roof absolutely saves me hours and hours of time every week. Okay, so your 3 best practices is start at version 1.0, have a weekly budget meeting with yourself, and then ask yourself before you buy anything, will this thing save me time? All right. That's all that I've got for you today for why you need a business budget. Let me check here. I don't see any other comments coming in, but even if you're watching this replay later, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what's confusing you about a business budget. Are you trying to figure out where to go next in your business and where is the best place to spend your money so that you get a good return on investment? Do you have any questions about pricing your products and services so that you still get sales, but you're not like pricing, you're not making people nervous about your prices? Like you have a nice even sales funnel where you've got free stuff, low price stuff, medium price stuff, high price, elite level stuff, and it's spread out really well. So yeah, any questions you have about your business budget or money, I would love to answer it. All right. Thank you so much for being here with me, Life Editor. Again, leave a comment and always let me know if you have another topic that you want me to cover during one of these weekly live streams. I love interacting with you, and it's just been really wonderful being able to have these conversations and talk to you every single week. All right, have a great week. Do your business budget, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye.